a sweet lady originally from Colombia, Cali, who's now teaching in New York City. And so we got in a little discussion about gun control in the school shootings. I hope you enjoy this one. And please go ahead and get to my new shop and support me. Sure could use it. Thank you. Is that a good enough gun control? You know, I mean, gun control to me is, you know, hitting your target when you aim at it. That would be gun control to me. As a teacher, let me ask you, how do you feel about these school shootings? I mean, what do you think should be done if you could, what would be your proposal to stop them? Or
I agree with what the governor of Florida is doing, actually. I think we have to restrict the access to guns, especially to young people, and
they've tried that over and over again. It doesn't work.
Well, then they have to make them stricter. In countries when there is no access to guns, there's very little shootings.
Yeah, unless the government's shooting at the people like it is in Venezuela, or the drug cartels. They're the ones with the only guns in Cali who wind up running the government and corrupt the government there in Colombia. So, you know, yeah.
Nobody had the guns. If none of the people...
Excuse me, but I'm talking about living on planet Earth.
Yeah, but look
in reality,
the Second Amendment says a well-controlled militia, well-managed militia. So if the militia must be well-managed,
who is the militia?
Well, the army, the military.
No, the citizens. The citizens make up the militia.
So they are not being trained. Everyone can go and get a gun. People are not being trained.
So, but again,
I'm not going to bring a gun as a
again,
teacher.
the sensible, being that eliminating all guns is impossible. That we can rule out. That's not happening. It will never happen. That lives in a fantasy world. You're putting yourself in a world that does not exist.
Well, if you go to Australia, Canada, a lot of those countries...
There's guns there, there's still violence there.
But not like here, not like here.
Because of the gun laws, the advantage goes to the outlaws. Because the outlaws are called outlaws because they do not follow the law. So no matter how many gun restrictions or laws you pass, how many no-gun signs you put up, they're going to go, the hell with it. I'm going to go in and shoot people. They don't care about your damn laws. They don't care about your damn gun signs.
But if they don't have access to the guns...
They always have access to the guns. You can print guns on a 3D printer now.
But maybe one bullet at a time, but not one that...
Will kill you, and one bullet at a time comes out of an AR-15. It's like this. You pull the trigger and a bullet comes out. It does it like a machine gun. So it's one bullet at a time. You cannot, you're living in a fantasy world if you think you can restrict guns from getting in the hands of people. That ain't going to happen. The only thing you're going to restrict is law-abiding people getting in the hands of the guns. The outlaws will always, always, always get the guns. Hell, we had our government in the last administration selling the automatic weapons to the drug cartels in Fast and Furious. So don't tell me they can't get their hands on the guns when our own government and the last administration was selling them to them.
To whom? To which cartels? To Colombia?
All over. They found them all over Central and South America. Look, you do remember the Fast and Furious scandal where it was the Attorney General was caught red-handed selling guns to drug cartels under the guise that they were going to put trackers on them and follow them back to the source and bust them. Of course, none of that ever happened. It was a complete farce. So all these drug cartels wind up getting all these automatic weapons, 50 caliber machine guns, grenade launchers, military-grade equipment that the Obama administration sold to the drug cartels. So don't tell me they can't get their hands on the guns when our own government sells them.
What is this?
That's exactly what it says. It's Patriot Handbook.
This is the Bill of Rights?
Bill of Rights, Constitution, how to go ahead and, do what you go to a jury, what jury nullification is all about, how one juror can change the course of history.
How much are these?
Everything's done by donation, dear. Whatever a poor teacher from New York can generously give. Like, liberals, the ones who profess to say they want free speech. So if I can't go up to New York and do this, what's wrong with the liberals stopping me? You just put it in there, dear. Professing free speech. I mean, what's up with that? In Berkeley, where the liberals stop, free speech, we're the birthplace of free speech. Can you? How do you explain that? I don't know what to do.
I don't agree with.
And then we got this, the headlines this morning were, this is 130,000 jobs over the expectations that came out in February. And now we have peace talks, talking about having peace talks with North Korea? My God, it sounds like things are really good, with Trump, aren't they?
I don't know if he'll be able to talk with this guy.
Well, it's better than lobbing insults and missiles at one another.
Well, that's what he was doing last week, so let's see if he can really turn it around.
Well, as I said,
we
it's
gotta take a picture together.
Sure, absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
I'll bring my son by. He will really enjoy talking.
Oh, well, it'll be a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.